Okay, here we have a question from Benny. He says he needs help with the license plate blurring tool. And I needed some more clarification on that because I'm pretty sure he meant something else. Did you mean with the tracking because the car is moving? And he confirms that, yeah, the tracking or the plate disappears for a few seconds and then it wigs out on him and stops working. The border he put around the plate goes crazy and the whole thing stops working. All right, let's show him how to do proper tracking. Okay, let's replicate the issue in the question. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to track the skier while he's skiing down. He does ski through behind some trees, and so that should cause us to lose tracking. Okay, so to get the tracking, motion tracking, we go to Video, Basic, and we scroll down until we get to motion tracking right here. It may be closed or it may be open, but in either case, just activate it. Now the tracker is much bigger than we need because it tracks all pixels within its boundary. And technically, well, actually all we want is to track the green jacket. So let's shrink it down as much as we can, place it right over the jacket, and then let's click the tracking, start tracking motion. Okay, so real quickly, did we in fact lose tracking here? We're behind the trees. It looks like we missed it and it's no longer tracking the person. So we lost tracking when they went behind the tree and we probably would lose it there again. So how do we reset? Okay, we scan forward to where we want to capture it again. Now I'm not going for perfection here. I'm just trying to show you how to do it. So basically, once he clears the branches here, I'm going to move the tracker back over on the green jacket. It may work here or it may not because there are still some branches in the way. But we will see over here in the tracking, motion tracking tool, there's the two icons. This icon just tells you whether the tracker is visible or not visible, and we're going to keep it visible. The second tracker just got activated when we moved the tracker into a new position, and it now allows us to start tracking from that location on the video clip. And behind here you can see there's a tiny little keyframe right there. So let's start tracking again. And I wish they would keep this off the side so we could actually see whether the tracker stayed on there. The tracker seems to stay right on the skier as he's going around. And let's see if we lose it on the second bush. Sometimes you get lucky and it does stay with it. If not, you just repeat the process. And if we wanted to just do it here, get it more on the jacket, we could reset it right here. Now keep an eye on this. This will light up as soon as I move the tracker. So I'll put the tracker right there. This lit up. It put another keyframe here. Here's our previous keyframe, and it's going to start tracking from this new position right here. Okay, so now I think we've got a pretty good tracking all the way through. And the next thing we want to do is just add a resource that we want to follow. And in this case, we're going to link it to an element. We're going to use the mosaic. Again, it's way bigger than we need to have it. It does resize itself as the object we're tracking gets bigger or smaller. So it's relative to that. And speaking of relative, if it's possible to track something else in the image that doesn't disappear, you can offset whatever it is, you offset your mosaic, and it will be relative to the tracker. Again, let me go back down here and turn the tracker on. We have our mosaic right here. We have our tracker right here. And in this example, we could see that the mosaic stays relative to the tracker the whole way. So that means that if you have two things one is visible the whole time, track that visible thing, place your mosaic over the thing you want to cover, and they should stay relative to each other the whole way through, and that could simplify matters. But when you have to reposition it as we did here a couple of times, let's just put our mosaic right over the skier, like so, and let's just follow it and see what happens. And it's doing a pretty good job. And here you can see we reset it, it snapped right back in place. So if you're careful with your editing, you should be able to keep covered whatever it is you want to keep covered the whole time. And basically that's all that's to it.